Okay, so in the Vise stop video, we broke out the rotary table, and we really didn't have the right hardware for clamping onto it.
I do have a set of clamps for the mill, but unsurprisingly, it's not the right size for the rotary table.
So since then, I have got the right clamps, but I also want to make a small mill pallet that can be easily located onto the rotary table, fit into the vise, bolted to the table, and then located back onto the rotary table properly. It also means we'll have to put an MT2 taper on some kind of a locating device so we can fit that back on and off the rotary table accurately. So I've got this aluminum extrusion here. It's 3/4 of an inch thick, so that's basically 19 millimeters if you're from almost anywhere else. I don't know what kind of aluminum it is, so we're going to cut it up and just hope it doesn't fold like a potato chip. And that's like a crisp if you're from almost anywhere else. Right now I have my Y-axis locked and I'm roughing in a ledge on each side to sit on top of the vise jaws. This will be the reference for fly cutting the top face. After that we'll flip it over, we'll finish and undercut the ledges, and fly cut the bottom face all in one setup in reference to the new top face. This smooth surface was created in recognition of the smooth stylings of Nate's outside the vacuum. Keep the leaks to a minimum, buddy. Oh, hey, geez. Yeah, ignore that. Ignore that.
Verify our range to target. One ping only.
Aye, Captain.
Be damned.
Here I'm going to drill and chamfer all 38 of the fixed string holes. I'll set my Z-stop on the chamfer tool. On the neck of my chamfer tool there's a small radius that I don't want to register against the jaws of my drill chuck. So I've actually got a 12mm nut on the shank of the drill, so I can register that directly against the drill chuck without any interference. So I was tapping the holes of the power drill, and sixth hole broke my tap. I fucked around. I found out. So the plan is we are going to take a 1/8 inch center cutting carbide end mill, and we are going to very slowly, very gently feed it down into the center of this. And with any luck, we're gonna break another tool off in there, and we'll have like a introduction of poor decision making here. So let's just give that a shot. See how it goes. So if this works, I'm gonna make a standalone video where I act like this was all my idea and I was totally confident it was gonna work the whole time. That's right, Joe, you're getting snubbed.
Sounds like something's rubbing all of a sudden, and I'm going to come up and we'll see what things look like here. Well, the whole tool is there. That's a good sign. This is going to be a little harder to see, but we did shear a flute there. And then we also, yeah, there's a gone corner. There's a gone corner. So chances are this was fine until we heard that rubbing noise. That rubbing noise was the tap coming loose, and that's probably when the tool got damaged. But we got the job done. This ended up being a stub taper just because of the limited travel of the PD250E's compound slide. I tapped these to 3/8/16 so I could use the studs from my clamps on my mill as a drawbar. When needed, the main purpose for this thing is going to be locating on the rotary table, which doesn't require a drawbar. But there might be situations in the future where we need a drawbar, and we're also going to need a drawbar to finish it because we're going to set it into the headstock of the lathe. So I had a lot of trouble making these last few cuts, which of course were pretty much an aesthetic choice, and once I started, I had committed to them. It turned out that working this far outside the periphery of my rotary table gave the tool a whole bunch of leverage over the table itself. I was picking up the table and pulling it into the backlash. I found it really didn't matter whether I was climbing or conventional cutting. Once I was holding the plate down and keeping everything secure with my free hand, I was able to get through it. I wanted to add that this was largely inspired by a Blondie Hacks project, and I also very recently realized that Inheritance Machining did a much cooler fixture plate about 6 months ago.
When you're finally coming to the end of a big project and everything came together the way you wanted, nothing beats the feeling of getting that last shot where everything looks perfect. Oh, God damn it!
Welcome